In 1950s America, school segregation was still an issue and eventually would be challenged by the Supreme Court case of Brown versus Board of Education, which in 1954 declared separate but equal as being unconstitutional. 6 years later, in the still very racially segregated New Orleans, one little girl would stand up to adversity, paving the way for school integration in the civil rights movement. Her name was Ruby Bridges. Ruby Bridges was born on September 8, 1954, to Avon and Lucille Bridges in Tylertown, Mississippi. She was the eldest of 5 children, and when Ruby was 2, the family moved to New Orleans, Louisiana, where she would attend a segregated kindergarten. In 1959, a court ordered Louisiana schools to desegregate, and Ruby's school district designed an entrance exam for African American students in order to determine whether or not students could compete academically in an all-white school. As one of only 5 students to pass the test, Ruby was sent to the all-white William Frantz School. Due to protests and outrage by the public, Ruby was escorted to school by 4 U.S. Marshals every day for the year. Parents pulled their children out of class because they did not want their children in the same school as a black child.
The minute I got inside of the building, parents rushed in and they took their kids out. So I actually attended this all-white school alone for a whole year. I sat in an empty classroom with a teacher that was white.
The only teacher to agree to teach Ruby was a Boston woman by the name of Barbara Henry. Mrs. Henry and Ruby still stay in touch today. Ruby Bridges has faced a lot of struggles, but because of her bravery and strength, she has allowed others to follow suit in standing up for themselves and pursuing the education they deserve. She has inspired many, so much so that the artist Norman Rockwell depicts Ruby being escorted to school in his famous painting, The Problem We All Live With. Today, Ruby remains an activist. Movies and books have been made about her struggle, including her own biography titled Through My Eyes. While we still may have a while to go in ending prejudice and racism, we can certainly thank Ruby for paving the way.